Hi there, my fellow YouTubians. This is welcome once again to the mega contest that I'm holding right now. This is the private message portion of the entries. If you are not doing a video entry, if you're doing a private message entry instead, I am about to read you a series of questions which you can try to give me the correct answers to. Whoever gets the most questions right, scores the most number of points, will be the winner and will get a DVD from me. Remember that your private message entry is due 2 weeks from the intro video posting, and I'll have that date on screen here and also in the description below to make it a little easier for you, because I haven't determined exactly what it is as of this recording. But it also, the subject line should read, "Howdy, Scott." That's me. My name is Scott. How you doing? So that I can identify it immediately and copy and paste your text into a safe location where it will be preserved and free from the shenanigans of the YouTube messaging system. Occasionally, YouTube will, perform site maintenance, so you can't comment or send messages or whatever. So I would recommend not waiting until the last minute to post your guesses. Question number 1. I recently had my 4th year anniversary here as a YouTubian, and I posted a video on that very day. What was that video about? 3 points for that correct answer. Question number 2. Some of my favorite actors include William H. Macy and Ewan McGregor and David Morse. All 3 of these guys are very, very good, and they've been in a lot of good movies, but occasionally they will be in bad ones too. In fact, each of them has appeared in at least one movie that I would consider to be one of the very worst I've ever seen, ever. In fact, I believe I said so specifically in a previous video that I did. If you can tell me which specific 3 movies I'm referring to here, there's a point for each correct answer. Question number 3. In the description below, you will find a list of 30 movies, 10 from each decade. My 10 favorite movies from each decade, the 80s, the 90s, and the aughties, or the O blanks if you prefer. Now, how many people are credited with directing these 30 movies? That's the question. Let me repeat that, and listen carefully. How many people are credited with directing these 30 movies? I'll give you a hint. The answer is not 30. Could be a little more than 30, could be a little less than 30. But if you want to check around the web, imdb.com is a good one, the Internet Movie Database, or perhaps Wikipedia, you might be able to figure out the correct answer there. But I will only accept the correct answer, not one that's almost right, but it has to be the exact number. 6 points for this question right here. That list, again, the one below, the 30 movies. Many of those movies are directed by people who I would consider to be among my favorite directors. But is there one particular guy who is my most favorite director out of all of them, out of everybody? I think there is. As a matter of fact, I believe I said so specifically in one of my past videos. A fairly recent video that I put up. Fairly recent. You can tell me who that guy is. 3 points. Now this next set of questions, each of them is worth 3 points apiece. But these aren't the kinds of questions, they're not the kinds of answers that you can locate online anywhere. They're sort of like a lottery. You just have to sort of take a guess. Hopefully you'll get most of them right, or some of them right, earn some points. They're 3 apiece. Yeah, just take a shot at it. Question number 5, what's my favorite X-Men movie? There are 4 of them in total. You just need to put down 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1 is X-Men, 2 is X2, 3 is X-Men The Last Stand, and 4 is X-Men Origins Wolverine. Just put down 1, 2, 3, or 4. Number 6, what's my favorite Lord of the Rings movie? There's 3 of them in total. Just put down 1, 2, or 3. Question number 7. What's my favorite Lethal Weapon movie? There are 4 of them in total, and they don't have complicated subtitles. They're just called Lethal Weapons 1 through 4. So just put down a number. Question number 8, what's my favorite Child's Play movie? There are 5 of them. Child's Play 1, 2, and 3, and then the 4th one is Bride of Chucky, and the 5th one is Seed of Chucky. Just put down 1 through 5. 1, 2, 3, or 5. And finally, what's my favorite Harry Potter movie? Now this one is different from the others because you actually can look at one of my previous videos and I will tell you which movie that is. So it's an easy 3 points here. All you have to do is look for it. There's 7 in total, so all you got to do is put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. At least there's 7 so far. 3 points for each of those. Question number 10 relates to a video that I did kind of recently, which is about some of my actress crushes that I've had over the years. Don't worry about it. You don't need to actually watch the video. In fact, I'd prefer if you didn't. It's a little embarrassing. I've written down some of the names of those particular individuals on these cards right here. Ali Sheedy, Drew Barrymore, Reese, of course, Michelle Williams, and just for the heck of it, I threw in Charlie Spradling. Jamie was nice enough to remind me of her existence on a video that she did recently. I'm going to shuffle these, sort of. And then I'm going to pick one of them at random. Actually, I should have just done it this way from the start. Just trying to not look at them and try not to show them to you at the same time. Okay, good. Cut the deck. There. Now, the envelope, I'm going to write on here a word to identify it, so that when I open it on camera in the answer video, you will be able to see that it is the exact same envelope. Boom. So, ignoring the other 4 then, only 1 card is in here. If you can guess what it is, that will be worth 5 points. That's question number 10. Now, the last set of questions are going to be pretty darn tough. They're not exactly questions. I had done, for my previous contest, vocalization of movie theme scores set to lyrics. And I'd like to do that again, only this time without the lyrics. So I'm vocalizing bits of film score. However, these cues, as they call them, music cues, aren't recognizable themes. They're a little bit more obscure. I find them quite lovely, but they're not well-known pieces of soundtrack. So they're going to be a lot tougher. There's 5 of them in total, 11 through 15, and I'll have the numbers on display when the clips come. Obviously, of course, what I need you to do basically is just to guess the title of the film that goes along with that particular piece of music. So I wanted to provide you guys with an additional clue for each one of those pieces of music there. So I'm going to be giving you movie cue quote clues. Is that right? Yeah, good. I'm going to give you basically 5 quotes, one from each film, and each quote is going to come from the particular scene that the piece of music you just heard is from. However, they aren't going to be in the same order. If you figure out what a particular quote is from, you'll know the title of one of the films. However, you'll then have to match that film with one of the pieces of music. They're not going to be in the same sequence. That would just, ruin everything, sort of. Anyway, so like I said, maybe that will help, hopefully. So the quotations shall be, the first one is, we are not thirsty. And the second quote clue is, Robo Victor! And the third clue is, you are as evil as I am. The fourth quote clue is, it's so beautiful here, so bright. And the fifth quote clue is, yes it is, quite a view. So, if you can figure out which movies those quotes belong to, you'll be one step closer to guessing where the scores come from. Or maybe you will recognize the score itself, the piece of music, from whatever movie it is, and be able to get that guess correctly. 5 points for each one of those. 5 points. Makes for a total of 15. So the first section with the first 4 questions amounts to a total of 15 points. The second question, where I ask you what my favorite of a particular franchise are, along with the crushes and the envelope, that comes to 20 points, and the 5 last ones for the film score come to 25 points, making for a grand total of 60 points total, 60 possible points that you could earn. The probability of you guessing all 15 questions correctly and earning all 60 points is extremely remote, especially with the middle section where you're just taking shots in the dark. But for the person who gains the most number of points, DVD prize awaits. And if there's a tie, then I guess I'll do the whole deck of cards thing and draw a winner randomly using that. We'll see. So that is it now for the private message entry agenda. And if you want to take a look at the video entry criteria to see what that's like, maybe you want to do that instead if you can make a video. Obviously, if you haven't seen the intro video, you should take a look at that as well. The links for all those are in the description below, as well as a little summary of the 15 questions for this part. Thanks very much, guys. Good luck to y'all. You're going to need it. Take it easy.